300-room resort and hotel. By Petco, the pet company. By Cadillac, visit your San Diego Cadillac dealers today. And by Jack in the Box, this season Padre home runs, free jumbo jacks only at Jack in the Box. Let's check in with Bob Scanlon.
Well, thank you, Don. For the second year in a row, Brad Hand has been selected as the Padres All-Star representative. And as thrilled as he is, his teammates are even more excited for him. Here's what some of them had to say.
So happy for him. Just a testament to not just who he is on the field, but this clubhouse is so excited for him, for the impact he makes on this entire team. Doesn't matter if it's a bullpen guy or position player. He's a true leader in the way that he goes about his business, his routine, his consistency, and it's been fun for me to watch this first half. And
it's awesome. You know, he's deserves it more than a lot of people. He's worked hard. He's really good at baseball, and he's a great teammate too. That combination makes him an all-star.
His teammates are excited for him, and there's no doubt that he'll represent the city of San Diego with pride in Washington. Meanwhile, it's time to take care of business here. It's a SoCal showdown. Padres, Dodgers, coming up next right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
He's got a good live arm, we know that.
That's in there for strike three.
That's big-time pitching right there.
Against the best of the generation.
What Clayton does better than anybody is commands the strike zone.
He struck him out. Dodgers, Padres, next. Well, here we go. Game one of a 4-game series, and it's time now for our weather report, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers. Now 76 degrees here tonight. South breeze at 7 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy, the forecast for the remainder of the night. Very comfortable conditions. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, Mark Sweeney, and Bob Scanlon with you for the first of 4 as the Dodgers are in town. They just left Anaheim and cruise here into San Diego as we look at their lineup tonight for Dave Roberts. Jock Peterson going to lead it off in left field with Max Muncy at second base. Justin Turner is at third base with Cody Bellinger at first. Matt Kemp, the former Padre, in right field. Yasmani Grandal, the catcher, with Chris Taylor at shortstop. Andrew Tolles just called up today with Yasiel Puig going on the DL. Tolles in center field, and Clayton Kershaw, the pitcher, out of the 9 spot with Luis Perdomo on the mound.
And the 25-year-old is making his 6th start of the season. It's his 2nd start since his recall from AAA. At 11 starts down for the Chihuahuas of El Paso, pitching with conviction. He's got to do that. He can't nibble at the corners. He's got way too good of stuff, and put away early. If you get 2 strikes, 1-2 maybe, but wipe them out with either that located fastball or that nice changeup or slider.
Now Jock Peterson standing in to get it started here in the top of the first, and the first pitch of the ball game is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Padres defensively beginning this game in a shift on the right side on Peterson. 251, 13 homers for Peterson. And swing and a miss there. 0-2.
Now you think about the Los Angeles Dodgers, you got to be careful of the home run ball. They have hit a lot of home runs since the month of June, and they continue that in the month of July.
Little number that is foul and keeps it at 0-2. So nice to be back here at Petco Park in San Diego after what was an historic run of road games, really, for the Padres.
There was no better feeling than hitting that freeway last night after flying into town, knowing you're going home, spend the night waking up here in San Diego.
There's a grounder right into the shift, really, on the left side. It's Galvis who's throwing plenty of time to get Peterson one down.
Let's check out the defense behind Luis Perdomo tonight. In left field, Will Myers, no errors in 108 innings in left. Margot in center, Renfroe in right. Infield, third to first, Villanueva, Galvis, Perella, Hosmer. Putting down the signs for Luis will be A.J. Ellis.
And one down here in the first inning brings up Max Muncy. Time called very late. Perdomo just follows through. Well, Max Muncy has been an incredible story this year for the Dodgers, really breaking out with 20 home runs, 38 RBIs, a .270 average, and all before the All-Star break right now for LA.
You know what, Don, you got to be careful. He handles the low part of the strike zone very well. Has power to all fields.
Muncy batting second with Justin Turner waiting on deck. Dave Roberts' team just coming from Anaheim, as you mentioned. Split their last 12 games, going 6-6. Prior to that, they were on fire, winning 26 of 35. And unfortunately, losing Yasiel Puig to a strained oblique after leaving Sunday's game. He had homered for the second straight day before leaving. This one is skied to left, and Myers over towards the line on a slant. Handles out number 2.
You know, guys, just when you think that these Dodgers are going to be swinging the bat well, Puig was swinging the bat. Now he's on the DL. They got to try to piece it together like they've been doing since that rough start that they've had.
Take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by our San Diego County Honda dealers.
Well, Mark Sweeney put our bald heads together, and we came up with keep Kershaw winless on the road. That'd be something nice this first game to homestand, and plenty of points, runs, points. Any way you look at it, you got on the scoreboard. Points for that kid right there, Luis Perdomo.
2 down here in the first inning, and brings up Justin Turner. Mentioned that 26 of 35 that the Dodgers put together, and it was really around the time that Turner returned, and just his presence alone seems to help this lineup.
Yeah, he's their identity.
Shoots this to right. On the run is Renfroe, not going to get there. Plays it on a hop, barehanded, and turns and fires towards second, and Turner will be out at second base. Nicely done by Renfroe from right. Made the play on a hop, barehanded, then fired to second, and out is Turner. Able to stop himself and fire with great accuracy. Gone to the Dodgers. The Padres lineup brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Well, Manuel Margot leading it off in center field with Will Myers in left. Hunter Renfroe in right with Eric Hosmer at first. Christian Villanueva at third base. Jose Perello at second base. Freddie Galvis at short. A.J. Ellis does the catching, batting eighth. And Luis Perdomo, the pitcher, batting at the ninth spot for the Padres.
Well, on the hill for the Dodgers is Mr. Everything. Left-hander, Clayton Kershaw. His scouting report brought to you by GMC's Master of Control and easing into going deep. The times he's been out there, trying to get that pitch count up. But when he is on, he is on. And Mark Sweeney, would it be fair to say, Clayton Kershaw doesn't throw as hard as he used to, and he's got to really rely on location, but he still has good movement.
Yeah, he does. He has a lot of deception in his delivery to watch for, and also you have to be careful of velocity. I think he's going to pick it up a notch in this start because the 3 off the disabled list really hasn't been refined, especially with the off-speed stuff.
Well, 2-4 on the year, a 2.86 earned run average, his 12th start, and Margot back at the top spot in the Padres order. In there for strike 2. Kershaw beating the Pirates on Tuesday, third start back from the DL. Pittsburgh to 2 runs in 6 innings, part of an 8-3 win. Spikes that one and evens the count here at 2-2. The dominance against the Padres gone on for a while for him. They haven't lost a Kershaw start against the Padres since June of 2013. And look at his arsenal coming in, 44% fastballs. Kershaw's got 9-0 during those 12 starts against the Padres individually, allowing just 9 earned runs in 84 2/3 innings against San Diego.
What amazes me about Clayton Kershaw is that, like that last pitch we just saw, that might be the only good pitch that Manuel Margot gets. That was a mistake. Clayton Kershaw didn't want to throw it there. He's got such great control, and he got lucky that he fouled it out of play.
Guys, the challenges are obviously he has the stuff, but when he has the put away stuff as well. He can go to different angles. He can vary the speeds. He has different looks, and he also sets you up so well. So that's why Clayton Kershaw is such a challenge. And the aggressiveness from the opposition has been in a forefront for a lot of teams.
Off balance cut there, got away briefly from Grandal, and he'll throw out Margot on the strikeout. Time now for our Ram Trucks Tools of the Trade.
Well, if you look at Clayton Kershaw, it has a lot to do with how he varies speed. The fastball, he can locate it to both sides of the plate. Then the slider. This has been the difference maker, and watch this pitch, because with 2 strikes, he likes to vary the slider and the big curveball. You can see him varying speeds, but he can make a lot of hitters foolish with that breaking ball because you're so conscious of that ball in, especially the right-handed hitters.
One down here in the first inning for Will Myers. 4 home runs in a 24-hour period for Myers. 3 home runs on Saturday night. In a game the Padres lost 20-5. And then, of course, the home run yesterday to put him on top in the 16th inning. It's one grounded foul towards the Dodgers side of things. And this home run was huge at the time for him. Yes, it was off the other team's catcher. And Mathis coming in, position player having to pitch in the 16th inning, but put an end to a very long day and a victory for the Padres.
I asked Mark Sweeney, as a hitter, that's got to be more pressure than hitting against a guy that's a regular pitcher out of the bullpen, don't you think?
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
This one skied to right center. Tolles coming hard, and he'll get there to make the catch for out number 2.
Let's take a look at the rest of the defense for the Dodgers. It's brought to you by the San Diego Cadillac dealers. We saw Tolles just catch that one. He's in center field. To his right and left, Jack Peterson. To his left and right is Matt Kemp. On the infield, Turner, Taylor, Muncy, and Bellinger. Yasmani Grandal putting on the signs for Clayton Kershaw.
Andrew Tolles just called up, looking at his notes out there to figure out where he should be defensively on Hunter Renfroe. Renfroe batting third. We've seen this a couple of times. Andy Green splitting up Myers and Hosmer with Renfroe in between. 244, 5 homers, 22 runs batted in. Renfroe coming in. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 2-1.
You know, the amazing thing about Kershaw also is that, pitchers, they throw a curveball, they just try to throw it for a strike. He can locate it in, he can backdoor it to the righties as well, both sides of the plate. It's just amazing with both of his pitches, all of his pitches.
Now this year, the Dodgers have lost 7 of Kershaw's 11 starts. There's one fewer loss in Kershaw's starts this year than the Dodgers had in his 48 starts over the last 2 seasons combined, where they had gone 40 and 8 in Kershaw's starts in 2016 and 17. That is ball 4. First base runner to reach for the Padres tonight.
A good plate appearance by Hunter Renfroe, and disciplined within the strike zone. You have to be aggressive, but you can't hit a pitcher's pitch.
Two down, Renfroe at first, and Eric Hosmer coming up. .256 on the year for Hosmer. 9 homers and 38 runs batted in. And Hosmer with some extra BP here today earlier has been really struggling. 2 for his last 33 at the plate for Hosmer.
Yeah, manager Andy Green was out with hitting coach Matt Stairs, and they were hitting balls to all fields on the pull side, but also going the other way. Had a lot of carry on his ball too, so he has to feel good coming into this matchup.
Also great numbers against Kershaw. 5 for 8. Limited sample size, but still, that's pretty good.
Now, guys, this might sound strange too, but when you're struggling, you almost want to face a guy that has dominating stuff, because you start limiting that as we take a look at those numbers, Don, that we're talking about. This is a guy that you have to simplify your approach, and going the other way, that's when Eric Hosmer is at his best.
That really makes sense to me, because he can throw the ball where he wants to. So like you said, you look for a certain area, a certain pitch, chances are you're going to get it. Rather than, you don't know whether one's coming at your dome and it's going to be paint at the knees on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's not comfortable.
Back to the bag at first is Renfroe. The lead was not terribly large, so he's crossed over to get back to the bag. Fights it off, foul to the left, out of play.
No, guys, also an element of what the game goes is you start looking at ways you can create scoring opportunities. Eric Hosmer in a Royals uniform, very comfortable against Clayton Kershaw, and that's rare because he typically dominates left-handers. Like to see that tonight.
Short lead at first base for Renfroe. 2 down here in the first inning. And a foul at the plate as Hosmer stays alive. Kershaw's thrown 20 first inning pitches here. He's able to strike out Margot. Myers flied out to center before Renfroe walked. Villanueva waiting on deck. 1-2 pitch coming to Hosmer. Runner goes. Hosmer fouls it off. So Renfroe's going to go back to first.
12-6 rotation. One of the better pitches for Kershaw, and just got a piece of it out in front just a little bit. See if he goes fastball up. Seen a lot of Padre hitters go after that fastball up in the zone, or go to that short breaking ball.
On the ground towards the shortstop. Chris Taylor will go to first for the out that will end the inning. Done with 1. Scoreless from San Diego.
With Andy Green having to go to his bullpen 12 times over the last 2 days, there are some roster moves today to try to help out that bullpen. Real quickly, we'll let you know who's going down and who's coming up. Phil Maton, welcome back. Walker Lockett is back as well to try to add some depth. On the other hand, a couple of tough moves. Corey Spangemer getting option back down to AAA along with Miguel Diaz, who did a great job yesterday, guys. But as it goes, when you have to fill up your bullpen, some tough moves have to be made. Hopefully, Luis Perdomo can give him some innings tonight, guys. Back over to you.
All right, thanks very much, Ken. Yeah, they're needing him to go deeply into this game. As Cody Bellinger leads it off, Padres into a shift on the right side.
Well, he got a call on that one. And if that's the case, go right back out there.
17 home runs for Bellinger so far in the year, 43 runs driven in. StatCast powered by AWS.
Yeah, to see the percentages based on hitter tendencies, last 100 balls in play, 200 feet or fewer from home plate.
Jolted foul down the left field line, out of play.
I'll tell you what, I see a different Luis Perdomo, and it's carrying over from his last start. He's getting the ball. He's not taking a lot of time in between pitches, and he's being very aggressive towards home plate.
And also improved changeup. That's going to be a pitch that he's going to have against these Dodger hitters.
This one grounded off his glove. Will kick towards Villanueva, and reaching is Bellinger. That one goes off the glove of Luis Perdomo, slowed it down, and gave Villanueva virtually no chance to be able to get Bellinger at first base.
That's tough, because if he leaves it go, it's probably an easy 5-3 play as Villanueva was pulling over on the shift. Change direction, no chance.
Well, here comes all-star Matt Kemp. Got a few boos through the ballpark here in his return to San Diego. It's been an amazing year for him, though. A bounce-back year of epic proportions. 319, 15 homers, and 57 runs batted in for Matt Kemp, a guy that went to spring training. They were not expecting a great deal. And all of a sudden, with all the injuries they had, he was in there every day, and all of a sudden he was the Matt Kemp of old.
Yeah, obviously comeback player of the year, even if the season ended today, but he is in the conversation of MVP with Freddie Freeman of the Atlanta Braves. That's how good it has been.
Sun setting off to the left here in San Diego tonight. Very comfortable conditions for game one of this 4-game series between the Padres and Dodgers from Petco Park. Go to first, and back to the bag is Bellinger. Luis Perdomo taking a no decision in Oakland on Wednesday. Allowed 2 runs over 5 2/3 innings. Eventual 4-2 Padres defeat in that game. On the ground, softly hit towards short. Galvis will go to second for 1, on to first for 2. Well, double play, nicely turned there. You got Kemp running, so you had a chance to get it done, but the 6-4-3 twin killing, 2 down.
Started him off with a nice slider. Fastball away, a little two-seam action, and Matt Kemp does not run well. They can take their time, but it's a nice turn at second base. 2 for the price of 1. Beautifully executed all the way around.
2 down here in the second inning brings up Yasmani Grandal, former Padre, taken all the way and taking strike 1. So much so that he was headed out of the box. Not sure if he asked for time or not.
If he asked for it, it was way too late. Home plate umpire Greg Gibson even having conversations in between pitches.
Shift on Grandal as well, who is very quickly in the hole, 0-2. Oh, you got the number system going.
Oh,
tonight,
believe it.
Wow.
I got a new toy.
This is lined into center field. Well, Grandal got down 0-2. Ends up lining one into center for a single.
Well, when you're ahead like Luis Perdomo was there, that just catches way too much to the plate. 95, and he knew it. As soon as this ball was thrown, you saw it was in the zone. It's not where he wanted it. Wanted to get it in.
So 2 down, Grandal at first, and it brings up Chris Taylor. .257, 10 homers, 37 runs batted in. Line just over the glove of Villanueva into left field. Back to the track of the wall as Grandal heads for third on the double to left field for Chris Taylor. And the Dodgers have something going with 2 down here in the second inning. Runners at second and third.
Well, one of the best stories in baseball last year was Chris Taylor and what he did for the Dodgers offense. Most time as a leadoff hitter. Has a lot to do with the leg kick and connecting. Driving this fastball, and you can see leaking over middle in, but aggressive swing on the fastball. That's what the Dodgers do. Not a bad pitch by Perdomo, but a better swing by Taylor.
Well, the Padres with the intentional walk of Andrew Tolles of the no-throw kind. Down to first he goes to load the bases with 2 down to go after Kershaw. He was 3 for 19 at the plate this year, hitting at 158. Bases filled with Dodgers. Ball 1.
Luis selecting going from the full windup. Feels he gets the best stuff from that windup. Real easy shoot rock fire, and don't shut your toolbox here.
Fouled off, a ball and a strike. Perdomo at 95 miles an hour.
You wonder with Clayton Kershaw's injuries, it's not only pitching, but it's taking swings as well. He's had back issues, also upper back. Can't be comfortable swinging a bat.
On the ground, softly hit towards second. Pirello will go to first, and Perdomo's out of the jam in the second inning. Dodgers leave them loaded, scoreless after an inning and a half.
Each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
Bottom of the second inning, and a great shot as the sun sets off to the left of Petco Park tonight. Scoreless to the bottom of the second inning we go. Christian Villanueva, Jose Pirela, and Freddie Galvis coming up for the Padres. Clayton Kershaw working in the first inning, walked a batter, and Hunter Renfroe through 22 first inning pitches. And had to hit to end last inning, so it'll take a little longer to warm up here and take a little more time in between innings.
You know, I just noticed about Kershaw, and he's probably been doing this his whole career. The last throwdown pitch goes from the stretch, just to get that feel from the stretch.
Villanueva coming up here. You think some of the issues that Kershaw's had with his back has to do with his delivery over the years? I mean,
I think so.
The lower, upper, and you talked about all the back problems he's had. It is kind of a different delivery the way he. I mean, I guess there's some deception in there, but just the way he works.
I think so, and quite frankly, I know he's only 30 years old, but that type of delivery takes its toll over the course of time, and I think it's somewhat of a red flag when you've had issues, multiple issues with back problems. I think that's an issue.
Well, it has a lot to do with his delivery, and being around a Clayton Kershaw. I was 2 years with him when he first came in the league. This guy is a workout fiend because he goes out there and tries to outwork everybody. And why I say that is when you're young, you don't think anything's wrong, but it's the wear and tear along with those innings, and it's how many bullets you have in that chamber. He asks a lot about himself, and I think that's the reason why he's the elite pitcher when you think of what the postseason awards are going to rack up, and also when his career's over, is he going to be a Hall of Famer? I think it's a no-brainer.
I think he could retire today and he'd be a Hall of Famer.
2-2 pitch. And Villanueva grounds it foul again. Hanging tough here. Not facing your average lefty, but Villanueva hitting at .321 against lefties. $17 home runs on the year for Villanueva. And a swing and a miss as he strikes out. Second strikeout for Kershaw.
Catch the FIFA World Cup semifinals on Fox. Pogba and teen sensation Mbappe lead France against Eden Hazard of Belgium. Belgium's really good. Coverage begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific on Fox, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app.
Did you say Mbappe?
Mbappe. Pogba, teen sensation.
How
Mbappe.
did you box Aiden? That's your son's name. How did you?
Well, you know what? It's a long story.
Okay.
Spelled it differently?
It's E-D-E-N, but it has in parentheses Aiden, and I didn't see that.
Don't be afraid to read the promo before you do it.
I did. That's the problem.
In there for a strike. Yeah, it's 1-1. He's been saying Mbappe for about a week. That's why
love
he's
your
good
honesty, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it Mbappe?
I think it is, yeah. I just like the way you say it. 1-1 to Perella. Sprays it foul off to the right, out of play.
That's that one fastball we just saw, 91, right? A chance to do some damage.
You know, for the viewers out there, 91, that's a comfortable speed. And you're not getting that, but it is deception. You'll see the delivery hides that release point.
Backdoor slider right here.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Kershaw. 3 in all. 2 down. Well, often you hear the name Sandy Koufax mentioned when Clayton Kershaw is mentioned. Kind of in the same breath at times over the years. And where do they rank as far as seasons, games started, record ERA, innings, strikeouts? I think that jumps out at me there, postseason ERA.
Sure does.
0.95 for Sandy Koufax.
It's just remarkable. I mean, there are so many. This is an hour conversation if you're a baseball fan and you love old school and the new school with Clayton Kershaw. You're right. When everybody mentions left-handed pitching in baseball, one of the first names is Sandy Koufax. Pitched from 55 to 66. He had to retire because of arthritic elbow. And that was after the 66 season. Arm was barking, right? He only finished 27-9 with a 1.73 ERA
in his last year.
And then shut it down.
Definitely got to shut it down. That's incredible.
Isn't it incredible?
I wonder if they could have fixed that today, that arthritic elbow in today's technology.
Gosh, don't know.
35th pitch for Kershaw. And it's on the ground to third. Picked on the backhand by Turner. moves it across the diamond to plenty of time. Kershaw enjoys a 1-2-3 second through 2 without a score. A little bit about what he has done here to turn around his career with the LA Dodgers, and he's not alone. Guys that have come here from other places, Turner and Taylor, certainly look at the numbers. It's amazing.
Yeah, 16th Dodger in their history to hit 20 home runs before the All-Star break. That shows you the impact that he's had. And you think about how it was done. Logan Forsythe, April 15th, went on the disabled list, gave Max Muncy an opportunity to get back in the big leagues, and he has capitalized on it.
In the air down the left field line. Myers headed over towards the seats and will not have a play. Ends up in the crowd. Went as far as he could. Looks like he may have a chance to stay in the ballpark, but gets into the crowd. Well, for his last 15 is Jock Peterson with 6 Ks along the way, and leading it off here for the Dodgers in the first inning and now in the third inning.
And this is where Luis needs to put him away, especially after struggling with the numbers we just saw. And if there's a guy struggling like Jock Peterson, you don't have to throw him a strike.
Looks like he's going to change up here.
Grounded softly by the mound. Here comes Villanueva, third baseman, charging in, able to take care of Peterson for the first out of the third inning. Well, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, our Fox Sports Fan Express will be picking up passengers from the Pacific Surfliner at the Santa Fe Depot and bringing them down to Petco Park. Check PacificSurfliner.com for schedules. Great way to get to the ballpark and to see your Padres.
Love the Surfliner.
One down here in the third inning for Max Muncy. Last 10 games hitting at .324. .33 pitches so far for Perdomo. 23 have been strikes. Jam job here, and he overcomes Galvis on the run to make the catch. And they're in the shift, so Galvis is way over to the second base side is short. And had to go a long way to get there, but he makes the grab. 2 down.
Well, watch Freddie Galvis. He puts his head down, he takes a look, and then he knows and has an awareness of how much room he has. Freddie Galvis has to command a lot of territory on this catch. Makes it look very easy. because of that first step.
2 down in the 3rd inning brings up Justin Turner. In there for a strike. Turner singled in the 1st inning. It was thrown out trying to leg it into a double. Now a 3-game hitting streak for him, 3 for his last 9.
You're running on the wrong arm out there.
Yeah, he was. And picked on the bare hand out there by Renfroe. Kind of an off-balance throw, but still got a lot on it. Always amazes me how close to the plate Turner is. Right on top of it.
You know what? He's close to the plate, but he also looks like he's hunting for that ball in. That's the reason why you're swinging. You've seen A.J. Ellis almost set off the plate, trying to entice that swing and miss. Now they're going away.
I learned a long time ago, guys that stand way off the plate like a Tim Wallach used to, they like to dive the outside part of the plate. Guys that are on the plate, they like to spin on it.
Spins on this, but it'll stay in the yard. Margot out there in center takes care of out number 3. 2.5 done tonight without a score from Petco Park.
To do. Upside is like the last 2 starts or 2 of our better team executed game plans in my mind against Robbie Ray and Zach Greinke, and those guys are 2 really good pitchers as well. Felt like we attacked them well, had them both out of the game by the 5th inning, and did some really nice things.
Andy Green talking about the approach facing Clayton Kershaw, who's won the last 12 games that he has pitched against the Padres. He's 9-0 with a 0.96 earned run average over those 12 games, guys. And my question to you, to the Marks, is with a little bit less stuff, do we see the same Kershaw tonight who in general likes to challenge hard in on the right-handers early in the ballgame?
Yeah, he's established that that ball in as he going in here. He's facing his own last battery mate, and A.J. Ellis was the designated catcher for a long period of time for Clayton Kershaw. This is his first plate appearance against Clayton. So many times, guys, you sit there and you put the signs down, you know what he has, but then you're in a batter's box. It is completely different. You have the tendencies of what he wants to do. It's almost a mind game tonight for A.J. Ellis.
I wonder if AJ's thinking to himself, okay, what would I throw myself here? Yeah. What's Clayton going to throw? If I were behind the plate, what would I call for him?
Close pitch just missed, and it evens at 2-2 to A.J. Ellis. Got to be pretty strange here for A.J. Ellis right now. Grounds one softly towards third. Turner comes in and throws across in time. 5 in a row retired by Kershaw. One down here in the third inning. Luis Perdomo. One for two so far at the plate this year for the Padres. Third year in the big leagues for Perdomo. 128 average. Lines one just over the reach of Muncy into right field. Perdomo's got a base hit. I've seen it in the past. He can hit. First hit of the night for the Padres comes from Luis Perdomo.
You know, Bob Scanlon was just talking about Kershaw establishing that fastball in, working in. Yes, he does have to do that, and he's not going to take it easy on Luis Perdomo. He tries to get this one in. Luis fights it off and just out of the reach of Muncy.
Well, Luis, he's looking like a young Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
He's working inside that baseball. Yeah, guys love it too.
There goes the no-hitter.
One down, Perdomo at first base, and the top of the order, Manuel Margot. Sprays it foul off to the right, out of play. Second time through now for Kershaw. Struck out Margot in the first inning. Well, 5 for his last 13, including that strikeout. Foul outside first.
Now with 2 strikes, he likes to go with that slow breaking ball at times, but also we've seen the backdoor slider that's come into play. Establishing in, but finishing him away.
Looks like they're going away here, or trying to anyway. And he fouls it off again.
See, even though that pitch was fouled off, Kershaw immediately was upset with himself. The way he kind of turned away, and he just didn't get it where he wanted it. He wanted it down and away.
Hit by Perdomo now, 2 for 3 on the season. Pretty short lead over there at first base. As Margot lifts one in the air to left. Jock Peterson going back onto the edge of the track to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down here in the third inning. Time now for the Kia drive to success. Pretty impressive list here. Lowest career earned run average since 1918. Got to have a minimum of 1,500 innings pitched. That's quite a list.
My goodness. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you here. Whitey Ford, yes. Koufax, yes. Johnson, yes. Hall of Famers. I'm checking on Hoyt Wilhelm. Now there's people at home screaming at me.
Well, you think of a minimum of 1,500 innings. That last inning of work for Kershaw put him over 2,000. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he is a Hall of Famer. So
they're all Hall of Famers?
They're all Hall of Famers.
See the knuckleballer?
I think so. I think Tom Candiotti played him in '62 or yes. Mickey Mantle straight?
Yeah.
62?
61.
61. Yeah, Tom Candiotti played Hoyt Wilhelm for the Baltimore Orioles.
Pitch outside, and it's 2-0.
It's a good list right there, guys.
Two down, Perdomo at first base. Will Myers batting for the second time against Kershaw. Two and one. to left field. Peterson going back towards the wall. Peterson will get there, make the catch on the warning track. That will end the third inning. To the fourth we go. Scoreless from San Diego. Padres baseball brought to you by Petco, the pet company, and by Pacific Surfliner. Ride the Surfliner to your next Padres game. Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers are here at Petco Park in San Diego as we play along to the top of the fourth inning without a score, and we will see Cody Bellinger, Matt Kemp, and Yasmani Grandal with Luis Perdomo back on the mound again. Matt Kemp will be batting second in this inning. A great bounce back year for him with LA. And we take a look at some of the numbers, and is this an MVP type season for him? Finished second in the NL MVP voting back in 2011, and we're kind of in that same range.
Well, a lot of people have said that he has shed a lot of weight, even upwards to 40 pounds. That's a lot. But he looks the part, and also with that Yasiel Puig injury, he goes back to his natural position of right field. That's where he prefers to play.
Puig going on the DL today with the oblique injury from yesterday's game.
And I think it's as simple also as just coming back to LA and wanting to try to prove something on a team that's got a chance to win a division again. I think that has a lot to do with it as well. I mean, let's face it, everybody wants to do well, and that little extra push maybe, getting back into a scenario where you had some success before.
Well, we did hear boos when he was announced the first time he came up, and the reason for it is that he's even mentioned that he didn't give his full effort when he was in a Padre uniform. That's disturbing.
Line down the left field line. It's going to be a fair ball to the left field corner. Myers over to dig it out as Bellinger digs his way to second base with a leadoff double to begin things here in the fourth inning. Bellinger is 2 for 2.
Always a violent swing from Bellinger. Hands first, barrel follows, and head right down to the barrel of that. Look at the extension also. Very impressive for the pull side and also the opposite way.
Well, he gets extension because of that lower half working really nicely.
Here is Matt Kemp, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the second inning. With runners in scoring position, average wise at .438. Batting here with Bellinger at second base, nobody out in the fourth inning. Bounces and gets through. A.J. Ellis to third base goes Bellinger.
A think he may have gotten crossed up there.
Wild pitch charge to Perdomo.
Did AJ set up late? I mean, as far as going down to the crouch, was he anticipated maybe? That's off. That's very late getting down to a knee.
I think he was crossed up.
Yeah.
You were right, and the reason why, because you could see that late turn of the glove.
Yeah.
Well, some of the traits that AJ Ellis has as a backstop is he anticipates, especially when he puts down that breaking ball.
So Bellinger at third base with nobody out here in the fourth inning, and that is ball 4 on 4 pitches. Now Kemp draws a walk. Second walk allowed by Perdomo. And AJ Ellis headed out to talk to Perdomo now with Yasmani Grandal coming up. Well, the Dodgers left the bases loaded in the second inning. And Kershaw grounded out. Now they have first and third. Nobody out here in the fourth inning.
Well, with the wild pitch and that walk right there, second base being open, the double play in order, Yasmani Grandal is grounded to 7 twin killings this year. The leader in that category just went on the DL, Yasiel Puig, with 8, tied with Justin Turner.
Ball 1. Grandal with a single to center in the second inning. He's one of the 5 Dodgers hits. 2-0. Next pitch will be the 50th for Perdomo of the night. Strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
That's a good changeup. He's had a good feel for that changeup, and that's perfect on a 2-0 count. Arm speed, but also dropping in for a strike. See Grandal fully committed on that fastball in.
Flared foul, and he battles back to even the count now at 2-2.
I think that's the difference with Luis Perdomo. Before it he was forcing his two-seamer, and you could see mechanically things started speeding up a little bit. He looks to me like he's slowed himself down, and now he has an awareness.
Lined into right field. From third base comes Bellinger. He'll score. Kemp is headed for third. To second base goes Grandal. It's an RBI double, and it's a 1-0 Dodgers lead.
That's a hanger. He saw it once during the at-bat. 2-0 changeup. This one he sees right out of the hand, right into the middle of the plate, belt buckle high, and that spells trouble. If he launches that one a little bit more, that's probably a home run. That ball was scalded.
Second and third. And Chris Taylor coming up here. Nobody out, run in for LA. Aaron Ballsy was out there to talk to Perdomo. It's Kemp at third, Grandal at second. Outfield about straight away here on Chris Taylor. And a double in the second inning, 1 for 1 on the night. Very late on that fastball at 94. Perdomo last time out went 5 2/3. 2 runs on 4 hits. 91 pitches in that outing against the Oakland A's. Pitch 55 tonight. That is through the right side of the right field, a base hit. Kemp will score. Dodgers take a 2-0 lead. Chris Taylor with an RBI single. Dahl takes third on Taylor's base hit to right.
Well, first swing in his first at bat was to left, the double. RBI situation. Pitch away, you go the other way. Nice hitting by Taylor.
First and third, 2 runs in. Andrew Tolles now the batter. Runner goes at first in Taylor. No throw from Ellis. Stolen base for Taylor. Second and third now. Still nobody out.
Big high leg kick. You got a good jump, flash look. Chris Taylor's doing it all.
Tolles to left. Myers going back. It's going to be over his head and one hop the bottom of the wall. Grandal scores. Taylor behind him. It's a 2-run double for Andrew Tolles, and it's a 4-0 Dodgers lead.
We're seeing a great display of Dodger hitting. Well, Mark talked about how Taylor going the other way, playing Pepper. How about Tolles? First pitch offering a mistake, and this ball's crushed. Hits the bottom of the wall. Dodgers are swinging it right now. Really good swings, really good at-bats.
Tolles at second base, still nobody out in the inning. Clayton Kershaw standing in for his second plate appearance. Grounded out to second base in the second. He is already squaring. Pulls it back, swings away, and fouls it off. As you might imagine, with the 22-5 game on Saturday and the 16-inning game yesterday, they need Perdomo to go deeply into this game. He has run into some big-time trouble here in the fourth. There's nobody warming in the pen right now. Kershaw pulls it back, and it is 1-1.
Yeah, and these are times, excuse me, Mark, when you have to have the awareness to be able to slow the game down. Go pitch by pitch, but also for Luis Perdomo, to your point, Don, he has to go deeper in this ball game. How you're going to get that done is getting on top of that two-seamer.
Two and one. Trying to find his way here in the fourth inning.
You got to make an adjustment right now. I mean, you can't wait 2 or 3 pitches. You might be 3 or 4 more runs deep.
Pulls it back again, grounds one towards second. Pirello will go to first for the out. On to third goes Tolles. 1 down in the inning. Top of the order coming up in Jock Peterson. Oh, 4-2 in the game. Peterson has grounded to short, grounded out to third. Infield in all the way around for the Padres. Outfield pretty much straight away. Maybe a step towards right center for Margot. To second base, and coming homeward is Pirello. Throw is high and late. 5-0 Dodgers.
Well, infield in, Jose Pirela has to have the awareness of the speed of Andrew Tolles going on contact. And he sat back on this ground ball. You have to work through it. If you know you're going home, he sat back on that ground ball, and Tolles' speed easily sliding in for the 5th run.
8th member of the Dodgers to bat here in the top of the 4th inning is Max Muncy. Runner at first, 1 out. throw to first, a seed thrown over to first base by Perdomo. Another check, and back again is Peterson. On the corner. That's a generous call there by Greg Gibson. 25th pitch of the inning coming up here for Luis Perdomo, and still just one out in the inning. And Greg Gibson is headed over towards the Padres dugout. Looks like he needs some sort of attention here. Gibson just headed over to the Padres dugout, took the mask off, went down, and Will Simon, one of the Padres trainers, assisting. Carapazza, the first base umpire, also, and the other two umpires, one staying on the field here, the other on a check on Gibson.
A little Pepto-Bismol from Will. Hey, well, we got a minute. It's coming up, folks. Catch baseball's biggest stars for an unforgettable show from the nation's capital, the MLB All-Star Game, July 17th on Fox, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app.
Beautiful night tonight in San Diego. The score not so much for the Padres at this point, down 5-0. The Dodgers on top. Great crowd on hand tonight for the first of 4 between the Padres and the Dodgers. Greg Gibson appears to be okay as he comes back out onto the field here. Peterson at first base with one down. To the bag at first is Peterson. Ball and a strike.
Oh, what a play by Ellis. Picking that short hop. That's not an easy play.
On the last 2 games, the Padres bullpen 17 innings pitched. On the ground, foul outside of first. They will go with Perdomo for as long as they need to here, as deeply as he can get them into the game.
And I hate to say it, but there comes a point in time where it happens to a lot of teams that you got to take one for the team. I mean, hopefully Luis Perdomo makes that adjustment and makes it right now, because he really needs to.
65 pitches deep into his outing. One out here in the 4th inning.
It's the last thing that managers and pitching coaches want to do is leave their guys out there and take a beating.
A little bit low, 2-2. It's been a 5-run inning to this point for LA.
Mark, I don't know if you were with the club. Do you remember Will Kinane?
Yes, I do.
Were you with the team then?
Yes.
Remember that pig that he had to take in Chicago and gave him 10 earnings because the bullpen was spent? You talk about hurting the ERA, but manager, pitching coach, teammates, they knew what they were up against. And Will had to take one for the team. and it was like 10 runs in like 5, maybe 6 innings.
Yeah, and that's not a good feeling.
No.
But you have to be unselfish about what you are trying to do and go out there. It's not about the numbers.
Perdomo has checked quite a bit on Peterson, been very concerned with him at first base. Lead has not been terribly large. On the ground to first, Hosmer will go to second for 1, back to first, that's 2. Needed that in a big way. 3-6-3 on the twin killing that ends the inning. The damage has been done. A 5-run inning for the Dodgers. They take a 5-0 lead as this double play ends the top of the 4th.
Game, not just taking it statistically, but your strikeouts, what you mean to this ball club, and how you anchor the bullpen.
We always got to be on our toes and prepared for whatever situation that Andy decides to use us in. We got a good group down there. We all kind of just pick up each other and feed off each other, so it's fun down there.
Oh, you can talk to the Hand. Brad Hand strikes out Carlos Gonzalez, and the Padres win.
You're not going to want to miss this one. Catch the full conversation between Brad Hand and Trevor Hoffman, 2 Padres All-Stars, on tomorrow's episode of Inside San Diego Sports, right here on Fox Sports San Diego, following Padres Live, the post-game show. 2 reasons, because of that conversation, and Mike Pomeranz does one heck of a job on that show.
We'll move on. Hunter Renfroe leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Think about bringing You Can Talk to the Hand back again after hearing that. What do you think?
I don't know why you...
Why'd you go away?
I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't carry over to this year. I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't like something I thought about saying, you know what, I'm not going to do it now. I don't know why.
Well, he's still an all-star. So
he's still an all-star. He's still getting it done.
Yeah. Bring it back.
I got to bring it back, I think.
I agree.
Well, it's 5-0. Dodgers on top.
The other thing about Clayton Kershaw, and we all know this, but it's worth mentioning, it doesn't matter if the score is 5-0, 0-0. This guy pitches like he's pitching for his life.
Eats up Turner, but now Taylor throws and it'll be late. Well, Derek Hosmer coming up. Let's check in with Bob Scanlon.
Well, guys, with the long game yesterday, it was optional batting practice today, but it was not for Eric Hosmer. He took some extra BP today, and look at the shirt that Andy Green is wearing. It's an Eric Hosmer shirt. Eric Hosmer wearing the same shirt. It's a picture of him giving a high five in the dugout, and Andy afterwards saying, look, this is about unity. This is about showing some positive support for my guy. We're going to do whatever we can to get him going, and hey, nothing wrong with a little positive mojo sharing the Eric Hosmer t-shirts, guys. Hopefully it works. We'll find out right here.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. They were out there early today. Hosmer grounded out to short in the 1st inning. Charge an error to Justin Turner on that play, allowing Hunter Renfroe to reach. Hosmer 2 for his last 34 at the plate. And a liner to short. Taylor going to try to turn it into 2, but the throw off the mark, and Renfroe gets back to the bag. Good contact there, but right in the neighborhood of Chris Taylor for out number 1.
Nothing you can do there. Stayed on that breaking ball nicely.
Now 1 on brings up Christian Villanueva. Struck out swinging in the second inning, 0 for 1. Padres trying to chip away here at Clayton Kershaw. With a 5-run deficit as they bat in the bottom of the 4th inning.
You got to be honest with you. You need a big chisel, right? If you're going to try to
chip away
at 5-0 against Clayton Kershaw.
Easier said than done, I guess.
Hey, don't get me wrong. The guy can be beaten, right? The guy doesn't walk on water, but still, his numbers prove that he is one tough customer, especially against these Padres.
Now, really, the challenge now for the Padres, you don't change anything that you were trying to come into the game with. Just because it's Clayton Kershaw, you have to simplify it, and that approach has to stay rock solid till you get 2 strikes.
Two and 2 now to Villanueva with Jose Perella waiting on deck. Talked a little bit about the numbers for Kershaw earlier, but overall 32 total starts against the Padres. ERA under 2. Looking for his 18th career win against San Diego.
Now 60 pitches to this point, you would probably forecast him right around 90 for Dave Roberts.
Villanueva strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 2 down in the 4th inning.
Got a little cutter on that, little slider.
Little different shapes, and you can see him working on the side of that baseball.
Yeah.
Different looks to these hitters.
So 2 down here in the 4th inning, and it brings up Jose Perella. Struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. One of the 4 Ks for Clayton Kershaw on the night. Fouled off down the right field line, out of play. Five runs, 8 hits, an error for LA. No runs, a hit, no errors for San Diego. Strike 2. That one to the backstop, and Renfroe takes second base.
He hit the ball.
How do you hold that?
And Clayton Kershaw, did you see him after this pitch? He's like patted himself on the chest like, my bad, really?
So a little high. So Renfroe in scoring position, reached on an error. Wild pitch gets him to second base. Swing and a miss, and Perella strikes out. 5 Ks for Kershaw. Done with 4, 5-0 LA. by Arco. A single for Turner. He was going to try to turn it into a double, but Renfroe bare hands and fires, and Turner gunned down at second base. Outfield assist for the right fielder. A very good arm, Hunter Renfroe. It's on to the 5th inning. Dodgers on top 5-0, and it is Justin Turner leading it off.
That's a howitzer out there in right field. That's a cannon. It's not a musket. Musket, you got to pour the powder in there, and then you got to take that swab, and it's too much time.
Fouled off to the right, out of play.
Hunter just locks and loads, fires away.
I always wonder when thoughts go in your mind and you bring up musket.
That's like a little pea shooter. This is a howitzer right here.
Line just out of the reach of Villanueva on the dive at third. Leadoff single for Turner, his second hit of the ball game.
Way out in front of that one.
Now Cody Bellinger coming up with Turner at first base. Nobody out here in the 5th inning for the Dodgers. Bellinger 2 for 2 in the game. A single and a double. And he takes ball 1, breaking right away is Turner. Throw down there, and he is going to be safe. That'll go into center field. And he's not going to go any further. He'll stay there. And a wild pitch charged to Perdomo.
Oh, this is a quick read by Justin Turner. You could see immediately when that gets away from A.J. Ellis, he is on the move. Takes that one off the left shoulder.
Now Turner into scoring position with nobody out, and Cody Bellinger here with a count of 1-0. The Dodgers are out hitting the Padres 9-1, and the Padres only hit tonight from Luis Perdomo. 1-0 is going to miss. 2-0. Dodgers with runners in scoring position tonight, 3 for 6. Popped up, foul ground. Villanueva going as far as he can, but no play.
See him grimacing right there. Now, does that mean that he wants that pitch back so he can crush it? Because that may have been a mistake out of the hand of Luis Perdomo. 2-0 pitch. Fouling it back.
It's 75 coming up for Perdomo. And it's inside for ball 3. Look at the breakdown for Perdomo. Pitches by inning. 75 right now, with nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Turner with a walking lead off second. A 3-1 to Bellinger. High strike 4, strike 2.
Well, he wanted it down, but that's a good pitch. You got to bury that fastball into Bellinger. He likes to get extended.
And bluffed down by Perdomo, going off the backside. Payoff pitch to Bellinger. In the air, but out ahead, foul.
Wow.
Hit a long way, though.
That's impressive. Strike 2.
Top tank. And Bellinger will turn 23 in 4 days. Last year, 39 home runs, 97 runs batted in.
I'm throwing this guy a changeup right here. If he takes a fastball that far, foul pole, I'm throwing a changeup.
Popped up, foul ground, being away but headed over towards the seats, and he won't have a play. It's time for tonight's trivia question.
I love trivia. What do you got tonight, Donnie?
Brought to you by Valley View Casino. There are 2 active pitchers who struck out 4 batters in an inning here at Petco Park tonight. They're here. They both pitchers. Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia. There would have been a third, but Miguel Diaz was sent down.
Correct.
Yes. He did it yesterday, right?
Was
it yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday, yeah.
It was really poorly read, but I think you got the point. Payoff pitch coming up. On the ground, foul outside of first.
Well, for me to be comfortable with trivia, because I'm really uncomfortable with it, it has to be a very good read. Now I have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah. Is it just here at Petco Park? No. They're here
at
Petco
Park. Is it on the road?
Park.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Are they here?
There's the StatCast we're talking about.
Yeah.
Balls hit in play. Last 100 balls hit in play. Hit 200 feet or fewer from home plate.
High fly ball to right center. Going to stay in the yard for Hunter Renfroe. Makes a grab, and Turner remains at second. Not going to test that arm twice. 1 down.
That StatCast powered by AWS.
One out, runner at second. Kemp introduced again. Booed again. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in the second. Walked in the fourth. And here comes Darren Balsley again. Well, Kemp against his old team, the Padres, had some pretty good numbers, and this year alone, 9 games against the Padres this year, hitting at .500 with 4 home runs. Knocked in 12, an OPS of 1.368.
You know, Mark Sweeney, I look at those numbers, and for him to have those numbers, he's got to be using the whole field, right? We saw in one of those videos him taking a slider the opposite way. If he tries to pull everything, that's when he gets into trouble, right?
It does, and you have to force him to think about pull, so that exposes the outside part of the plate. That's what happened on the double play ball earlier in his first at bat.
Time call. Not a miss to Kemp for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch by Luis Perdomo there.
That looked like a strike. Fly ball center field. Margot will have room as he backpedals. Handles out number 2. Turner remains at second base. 2 down. So Perdomo gave up the leadoff hit to Turner. Then a wild pitch got him to second, but Able to get Bellinger to fly to right, Kemp to fly out to center. Now has 2 outs in the inning. And that brings up Yasmani Grandal. Single to center in the second, doubled in the fourth, and came around to score the third Dodgers run.
They've been pitching him in with the fastball, and the last double was against a changeup.
Right side, and Hosmer's going to need Perdomo, and a bobble by Hosmer. Everybody's going to be safe. Something you almost never see. Error charge to Eric Hosmer at first base.
Well, that's very uncharacteristic. Looked like he was on the transfer, had it, wanted to go with the bare hand to feed Luis Perdomo, and then lost the handle. Ouch.
First and second, 2 down. And Chris Taylor coming up. This inning continues. A double in the second, a single in the fourth inning. As he takes ball 1. An error by Hosmer, his second error this year. Last time April the 30th at San Francisco against the Giants. So his second miscue of the year. Strike call, 2-1. Taylor didn't think so. So something to Greg Gibson. Thought it was high. First and third for LA with 2 down here in the 5th inning. Three and 1. Turner at third base. Grandal at first base. With 2 down here in the 5th inning, and Chris Taylor with a hitter's count here of 3-1. To left field, Myers on the move, will get there to make the catch that will end the inning. Dodgers strand a pair but take a 5-0 lead to the bottom of the 5th.
Thursday Padres home games are Friar Family Days, and tickets include a hot dog, soda, family experience for only $15 for kids and $20 for adults. Kids with the dedicated ticket for Monday games, you're going to receive a giveaway item, which is pretty cool. On Tuesdays, post-game, kids run the bases. Wednesdays feature a clinic on the wiffle ball field, the park at the park. These tickets can be purchased online at www.padres.com/FriarFamily. You can't beat fun at the old ballpark.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Clayton Kershaw back on the hill. His first pitch of the inning is going to miss for ball 1 to Freddie Galvis. Galvis, Ellis, and Perdomo scheduled bat here in the inning. 5-0 LA. Chop left side, cut off by Turner. 1 down in the 5th inning. Let's get the answer to our trivia question tonight, brought to you by Valley View Casino. There are 2 active pitchers who have struck out 4 batters in an inning here at Petco Park tonight. Name both pitchers.
Saying Hand and Kenley Jansen.
Let's see what we got. Kenley Jansen, yes, but Phil Hughes is the other.
Good guess, Mark Sweeney. I wouldn't have guessed either of those guys. Because it can happen. I mean, it's got to be a strikeout pitcher, right? That's a good question.
1 down in the 5th inning. It brings up A.J. Ellis. Ever strike out 4 in an inning?
I think in high school.
You okay?
I need some water.
A.J. Ellis, 1 second at bat. He grounded out to 3rd in the 3rd inning. And offers at that pitch 1-1.
Just all of a sudden got some dry throat.
Most games catching Kershaw. Nobody close. Ellis 118. Rolled over foul. And it's 1-2.
Now these guys are so close in the spring training facilities are so close together. They room together this spring. And you start thinking about what that means. Clayton Kershaw was really upset when he got traded away. Went to Philadelphia and then to the Marlins. Now a San Diego Padre.
That was a pretty shocking move at the time. Carlos Ruiz came from the Phillies to LA, especially that juncture of the season.
Yeah, I think it was more so offensive minded. Is that more of a security blanket for Clayton Kershaw?
Absolutely. But the way he pitches, though, I think he can make an adjustment with anybody. I'm sure there's a lot of dialogue also between him and Grandal, or whoever's going to take over for the next guy that usually is your caddy, so to speak. I think he would demand it, don't you? Clayton Kershaw, hey, we're going to sit down. This is the way it's going to be. You get so in tune to throwing to different, the same guy every 5 days for a long period of time. Yeah. You know what? And I'm going to go out even on a limb. It's different the way guys give signs. It's their cadence of giving signs. It's the way they set up behind the plate. It's a different look.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for A.J. Ellis with 1 down. Lifts a fly ball to right field, and Matt Kemp out there. A little stagger, but he makes the grab. 2 down. Luis Perdomo coming up here. That's the only Padres hit in this game.
Now 3 guys available for position players because of those transactions that Bob Scanlon talked about earlier in the game. About how hard it is to manage. 88 pitches for Luis Perdomo to this point.
In the air, foul down the right field line, out of play. You need more out of Perdomo pitching wise tonight.
And that's important long term. If you're watching this game, you're saying, why not make a move here because you're down 5-0. But for Luis Perdomo, he has to extend himself so they can get back online.
On the ground to short, sharply hit but right at Taylor. And Perdomo retired this time. Padres down in order. We head to the 6th, 5-0 Dodgers. one so far.
You look at the way the Dodgers are getting on base, and there was a fastball there. That's a fastball there. So what's the common theme here? Fastballs, but one thing. Dodgers taking the ball where it's pitched and crushing mistakes. The offense tonight is powered by hitting the fastball off Perdomo.
5-0. Dodgers have the lead over the Padres as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And Luis Perdomo here, 88 pitches deep into his outing. It'll be Tolles, Kershaw, and Peterson scheduled to bat in the inning.
Okay, 88 pitches, correct, gentlemen? The most that Luis has tossed this year is 97. That was at Houston back on April 6th.
Looking out towards the bullpen, nobody warming right now as this inning starts. Tolles grounds the first pitch to the second baseman, Jose Perella, for the first out of the 6th inning.
Pound the zone, pound it low, take your chances this inning. This is the type of inning where if you're Luis Perdomo, you're going to say to yourself, you know, the strike zone's going to take a beating. There you go.
Strike one to Kershaw. 0 for 2. He's done the same thing twice. That's ground out to Jose Perella at second base, and both times Perella up to the task. Left side, and Villanueva. 2 down. The two friends saying a little something here as Kershaw on his way up, on the way by to A.J. Ellis.
Such a great relationship, but also ultimate competitors.
Two down in the 6th inning. Jock Peterson coming up. Third time through the order now for Perdomo as he works here in the 6th inning. A shift in the right side.
Oh, we got 3 on the right side.
Names are not enough. You need the numbers too.
Sure, why not? Make it colorful. Show that again, actually, guys, because what we can also do is show like where the big holes are.
Oh yeah. Is this a new toy you got over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you haven't had this before.
New Telestrator. It was on the DL for a while.
60 day.
Yeah.
What else does it do? Anything else? Or is that it? Numbers? And this is the shallow left center. Racing over is Margot, and he'll get there to make the catch. 5.5 done. 5-0 LA. 6th inning. Interesting free agent all-star class, the possibilities of, and we add Kershaw to this. He has a 2-year option that is his that could be picked up. Most likely will be, I would think.
Yeah, pretty interesting free agent class. I think the first 2 are going to be the guys that are in priority. I think Clayton Kershaw stays in the Dodger uniform and doesn't exercise that option. Why? Because he's been on the disabled list the last 3 years for extensive times. This is his 12th start on the year.
Yeah. Manny Machado, is he going to be a rental, or is he going to go to a team that wants to plan on keeping him in the long term? That's going to be interesting. Josh Donaldson, that's going to be interesting too, because he's 32, right?
You worried about Bryce Harper's numbers this year?
I am. You know, the concern is it's not the home run numbers, it's the average. And it looks like a full commitment to try to add to those home run numbers, and that's it. And the Nationals have struggled. There are only a few games over 500. So yes, I am, but I think the teams lining up for him, they're not too concerned with that. I think they look at Bryce Harper as being one of those pieces that could put the team over the top.
One thing that would concern me are the numbers that have been thrown around that it will cost you to get Bryce Harper as a free agent.
So what was it, 400?
Up the middle and ranging around the bag at second is Muncy. Nice play to retire Margot. Time now for the Rocket Mortgage breakdown. Will Myers on his way up. Last 11 games for Will, 14 hits, 341 average. OPS and home runs, 5 of them for Will. Of course, 4 coming in 24 hours. That's for the 3rd time tonight. 0 for 2. Has flied out to center, flied out to the warning track in left. Kershaw on a stretch right now where he's retired 7 in a row and has not given up a hit since the 3rd inning and has only allowed 1. That is to Luis Perdomo, the Padres pitcher.
You know, we talked about that free agent class again. And the one point I wanted to talk about regarding what happened this past offseason, is Josh Donaldson going to get an offer and bite at it early, or is he going to wait it out and then see what play the market a little bit? I mean, I think last year's offseason market will dictate a lot what happens this offseason.
Yeah, I agree.
A little scary for
plus his age too.
Yeah,
it's concerning, and these guys are going to be have to take those first offers maybe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it is similar to what happened last year. And not only for the top tier free agent guys, but how about the other guys waiting for the top tier guys to go? I mean, it was crazy.
Well, we know what the importance is now. It's a bullpen game, and it's not the starters that you're trying to throw out those 10-year deals. Max Scherzer probably looks very good, but there's not many cases when you look at those starters that are giving those big contracts. They don't tend to work, and they cripple organizations.
Someone fouled off. Saw the Rockies spend a bunch of money on their pen this last offseason.
Over $100 million for 3 guys, was it?
Yeah. Finley Jansen, certainly a huge part of what the Dodgers do. And what they will do if they are to be successful again. Get to the postseason again. Payoff pitch. Line into left field. A base hit for Myers. A 1-out single makes up a string of 7 in a row, retired by Kershaw.
Now, what's so good about Will Myers, we saw the home runs in Arizona. He set his body up in a good position. Now he's pulling the ball correctly. That ball's elevated. See him fighting his hands inside to get the barrel to the baseball. Will Myers is fouling balls off down the left field line. That's not good. When you keep him fair, he's in perfect position. That's nice hitting. Continues that hot stretch.
1 out, 1 on, and Hunter Renfroe the batter. 3rd plate appearance against Clayton Kershaw tonight. Walked in the 1st, reached on an error in the 4th inning. Hops it up right side into shallow right. Max Muncy, the 2nd baseman. 2 down. Up Eric Hosmer. Well, Eric Godell is up in the pen right now. First action we have seen out there for the Dodgers. Eric Hosmer 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short. Lined out to short. On the ground up the middle, Muncy, the second baseman, will go to first and retire Hosmer. Padres are gone. We head to the 7th. 5-0 LA.
Well, you know what? The velocity we're talking about, that he's spotting the fastball, but he's throwing all of his pitches. He's cutting the fastball, he's throwing the curveball, he's got the slider. Only 2 hits. That's the amazing thing about Kershaw. Not only just one side of the plate, both sides of the plate with all of his pitches.
That was at 89 pitches through the first 6 innings of this contest. Enjoys a 5-0 lead. Max Muncy leads it off for LA here in the 7th. Perdomo back on the mound, 97 pitches deep into his outing. Padres shifting on the right side. 2-0. Perdomo's retired 4 in a row. That 1, 2, 3, 6th inning. Justin Turner waiting on deck, then Cody Bellinger. That's ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk starts this 7th inning for LA. That's Muncy down to first base. 3rd walk allowed by Luis Perdomo. Kershaw 89 pitches, 6 innings, 2 hits. No runs allowed, a walk on 5 Ks.
And with each outing coming off the disabled list going more and more. Last 3 now, 68, 74, and then the pitch total we just saw right there. So that's a good workout.
Popped up, back of first, foul ground. Hosmer still going, and he'll make the catch. First out of the 7th inning. Eric Hosmer in foul ground, 1 down. Walker Lockett is up in the pen now for the Padres. He's called back up again today. One on, 1 out, and Cody Bellinger coming up.
Tell you, just looking at Walker Lockett out there warming up, there's no better fitting than walking in a big league clubhouse again in senior jersey, hanging in that locker. Man.
Yeah, that never gets old.
Oh.
Lockett first up tonight for the Padres in the pen. With 1 out here in the 7th inning, and Perdomo up over 100 pitches at 102. The 1 coming to Cody Bellinger. Gonna straighten him up, jumping back out of the way. 1-1. Very short lead for Muncy, so able to get back pretty easily.
Yeah, you can see Luis is grinding it. This is extended work for Luis Perdomo. Legs get tired. Location starts straying.
Rip foul down the right field line. Out ahead of that was Bellinger.
Mark, you make a good point regarding Perdomo in the pitch count and possibly tiring, because then your elbow drops a little bit, you start pushing the baseball, you don't have the movement on the two-seamer or the breaking ball.
Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball headed to the right field corner. Muncy headed for third, maybe beyond, to be stopped at third on the double by Bellinger. Throw gets away, but backed up by Freddie Galvis. Second and third with one out. Bellinger has his third hit of the night, and it's another double, his second.
Well, you wonder if this was a changeup. You see the location being asked. It was just something small, little slider down and in. The adjustment by Bellinger and using that lower half. When he uses lower half, watch the extension he gets. That's impressive by the young left-handed hitter.
I've seen Darren Balsley a couple times tonight. His third visit as he heads out there. Giving Lockett more time to get ready in the pen.
You know, when I saw AJ put down three and then going inside there, it brought me back to Bellinger. And remember during the World Series last year how they just went down and in, down and in, down and in. And he got to that one.
Well, you've seen the league adjust to Bellinger this year, too. They pound him in, but also up and away with that fastball. That's not one of Luis Perdomo's strengths. He never got to go to that up and away fastball.
Field in all the way around with one out. And Matt Kemp, the batter. Fly ball headed towards right center field. Over comes Renfroe to make the catch, tagging at third, heading homeward is Muncy. Throw goes to second. That's wild, and run scores. 6-0 LA. Matt Kemp has driven in his first run of the night, and the Dodgers add on. Cody Bellinger at second base with two down, a run in. And Yasmani Grandal coming up. And on base three times, single, double, reached on an error last time up. Just the second error of the year committed by Eric Hosmer. Inside for ball two.
Pitcher coach Rick Honeycutt to Clayton Kershaw's left. They've had a great chemistry in the years that Clayton Kershaw has been in the Dodger uniform. A lot of trust.
Strike call, 2-1. Grandal didn't think so.
You got a call here.
Pitch 110 coming up for Perdomo. That was even closer. He didn't get it. 3-1.
Now, Greg Gibson has given that pitch away to left-handers a lot tonight. That was borderline pitch.
Line to right center field. Over goes Renfroe. Makes a lunge and makes the grab that ends the inning. Dodgers had a run at 7th inning stretch. LA on top 6-0. On quite a run, winning 17 of their last 21, and Stephen Piscotty's been a big part of it. It's his 10th home run of the year. 2-0 win for the Oakland A's at the Astros. It's now 17-21. The Padres are in the middle of that, facing the Oakland A's in Oakland and here at Petco Park.
They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah, they are. Well, move on here. Some changes, a lot of them for the Dodgers. We'll start with the pitcher. Eric Goodell into the game here for LA.
Well, this right-hander throws a four-seamer, a split, and a curveball. His 25th game, combined with the M's and the Dodgers. Really good numbers. A little high on the walk side, though, with 16 free passes and 27 in the third innings pitched. Decent splits as well. He's got the old Don Sutton perm working, too.
Taking over at second is the veteran Chase Utley. At first, moving from second to first, is Max Muncy. And now Bellinger is in right field with Kemp coming out of the game. Goodell's first batter will be Christian Villanueva, who takes ball one. Villanueva did not enjoy his time tonight against Clayton Kershaw. Struck out swinging in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth.
Don, who did you have tonight pick the stick?
I had Christian Villanueva.
Uh-oh. Mark, who do you have?
Will Myers.
2-1.
So you have a point. I had Freddie Galvis. I have Freddie Galvis 0 for 2.
Check swing foul, 2-2.
It's
an interesting pick the stick, I thought, tonight.
Very interesting. Wanted to hold up on that breaking ball there. Why was it interesting?
Well, we brought the fans inside to give us a little idea of how we make television.
Yeah.
But that was pretty cool.
Man, you were on a single, and that was awkward.
Yeah, we had nowhere to go.
He told us we had to get out of the way.
Swing and a miss, and Villanueva strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. First out at the bottom of the 7th inning. So this happened is there's 3 guys in the booth for the pick the stick element. We all had to be on singles.
Wow.
And so they had to move to make room for my shot.
Told me to get out of the way.
So
Where was I going to go?
They cleared the zone, which was good, so you could never even see them because they were out of the side. It's not necessary now, but I mean, it was earlier.
Why is it always about you?
It's not about me.
Why they tell us to get out of the way?
You always want a single shot.
It was, no. You guys had your single shot, and then you were supposed to shuffle to the right. Well, everybody shuffled to the right. Ended up an overload on one side. Too much.
Awkward. I mean, I like hugs, but that was awkward.
Looked uncomfortable.
Yeah. It was very uncomfortable.
Just hoping your pick was quick and you got into
The guys
Pomeranz.
were complaining for me to make my pick. I felt rushed. One out here in the 7th inning, and it brings up Jose Perella. He has struck out twice in tonight's game. On the ground to second baseman, just into the game, Chase Utley, 2 down. Well, it's time for our fans of the game, brought to you by Fan Diego.
Shaka, hang loose. Those are the best seats.
Throwback unis going.
Yeah.
2 down here in the 7th inning, and brings up Freddie Galvis. 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to Justin Turner at third base.
This was Mudd's pick.
Yeah, I need an extra base hit for to win tonight. Right?
Yeah, so you picked and you got out of the way. Then I picked.
Right.
Got out of the way.
And then we were bunched up on one side, and there was just me left by myself.
Man.
So I really think it's all about Mudd. It's not all about me.
Please.
I think it's all about Mudd because he started it. He had to be first and on camera alone.
He did start it.
It's in his contract.
Yeah.
He put it in his contract.
That's what I
his
heard.
agent put it in his contract. But he is to be alone on camera.
Okay.
No other people.
That's not right.
That's not right.
I was mildly offended, but apparently it's been done this way in the past.
You guys have good chemistry. Why would you be single?
That's what I thought. Thought we were friends too. Apparently not.
Yeah, that's what Donnie wants, a single. Open on a single.
That's not what I want.
Look at there it is.
You know what?
There it is.
Since we're letting the fans in on something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what Donnie says each and every night. I think we should open on a single and Mark Grant if there's time because we're up against it.
I may have said that one time.
One too many.
Yeah, welcome to Padres Baseball. I'm Don Orsillo, Mark Grant. If there's time and we're up against it. Tonight, the Padres take on the Dodgers in game 1 of a 4-game series.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
You know, it'll never happen. Swing and a miss, and Galvis strikes out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Godell. A 1-2-3 inning and a 6-0 Dodgers lead.
Major League Baseball leading 28th home run of the year. Down go the Rangers, who have been really poor all year long. The Red Sox, but they just don't know what a slump is.
I mean, J.D. Martinez is making all the other teams that passed on him during the offseason, he's making them looking pretty bad right now. He's putting together a tremendous season, and really him and Mookie Betts are leading that Boston club somewhere where they haven't been in a little bit, playoffs.
Not that Arizona could have afforded to keep him.
Yeah, touche.
But I don't know if they could have afforded not to have him.
Right.
You know,
right.
Tony and I are working on Padres Live, the post-game show brought to you by Cox Communications. We'll wrap up everything that happened here. We'll have a nice sit-down conversation with Trevor Hoffman and Brad Hand. But for now, let's get it back to Chaz Michaels, Jimmy McElroy, and Stans Van Waldenberg.
Okay. Walker Lockett is now into the game for the Padres.
Welcome back, Walker. Recalled today from AAA El Paso. He was pitching for the Chihuahuas down there at a 5.2 ERA. Needs some arms in that bullpen, and that's why Andy Green talked about that before the game, because of the usage of the arms in the bullpen. Remember earlier this season made his Major League debut. It was a spot start June 1st against the Cincinnati Reds. Four-seamer, changeup, curveball, and a cutter.
Comes in as part of a double switch into the game. Taylor with a swing and a miss, and Taylor strikes out. Nicely done by Lockett. One down.
Wow. Uno dos. Adios. Easy 94 with movement, top of the zone.
One down for Andrew Tolles. The double switch has Carlos Asuaje now at second base. And Perella coming out of the game for the Padres. Yasiel Puig going on the DL before the ball game with the oblique strain, and Tolles called up and added to the roster tonight. He has walked, doubled, and grounded out. The line on Perdomo tonight, he goes 7 innings, giving up 10 hits, 6 runs, walked 3, 1 intentionally, did not strike anybody out, and threw 111 pitches in tonight's game in 7 innings. This one fouled off over into the Dodgers dugout.
You guys, you know, we're just talking about the Boston Red Sox, right? It seems like they win every day, 62-29 going into today. They finished before the All-Star break at home against Texas 40-51 and Toronto 41-48. Two teams that aren't playing well.
Yeah, they're 29-12 at home. They dominate at Fenway Park.
The Fens.
1-2 pitch. Line foul down the left field line, out of play. On the ground left side and through the left side for a base hit. Andrew Tolles on again, third time tonight, second hit.
The MLB.TV All-Star Sale is here. For $39.99, watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand. Your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions, of course, apply. Visit MLB.TV to take advantage of this sale.
What about more? Is there more?
But wait, there's more. Call now.
You get us too.
Yeah.
One out, Tolles at first, and here is Chase Utley as part of the switch for the Dodgers. So been Clayton Kershaw's spot. He was 0 for 3, grounding out 3 times.
They could get you on a single.
Yes. Stephen Rose is producing this entire series, and I think I got a shot.
No, yeah.
I think I got a shot.
And of course, you won't lobby for it at all.
I haven't mentioned it once. I just think he thinks that's the best way for the broadcast to proceed. One on. A little pop-up foul off to the left.
Oh, that's a good pitch. He's working the top of the strike zone. Remember, the two-seamer used to be down in the strike zone. He is going more side to side with that fastball at the top of the strike zone. At 94.
He's got a nice, easy delivery. Big kid.
On the ground through the right side into right field, a base hit for Utley. Heading first to third is Tolles, and the throw. He is safe at third base.
Ooh. That's a good way to break an ankle, first of all. He did not commit. He was caught in between there. That could have been dangerous.
First and third, one down, and Jock Peterson coming up. Eric Hosmer is not going to hold on Utley at first. He was letting the pitcher Lockett know that. Playing behind him at first base. That's ball one. The first time we got a real good look at Walker Lockett was in the exhibition game. Played in El Paso between the Padres and the Chihuahuas.
Remember him starting that game. We televised it. What a facility. Great ballpark.
Fouled straight back, 1-1. First and third, one out here for LA in the eighth inning on top 6-0. 2-1. Nobody else swarming in the pen right now. This is Lockett's inning and maybe beyond. Two and two. That was a changeup, and he left it high, but it was effective for strike two. Max Muncy waiting on deck. Started the game at second base, now at first for LA. Swing and a miss, and Peterson down on strike. Second K for Walker Lockett. 2 down.
Tremendous movement on that 94-mile-an-hour pitch. My goodness, well out of the strike zone. There's two-seamer.
Two away, first and third, and it brings up Max Muncy. Muncy has fly to left, fouled out down the third base line to Freddie Galvis. Grounded into a 3-6-3 double play, and last time up walked and scored.
Love that two-seamer in from a righty to a lefty. The lane changer.
1-2.
Again, other side of the plate.
Two and two now to Muncy. Perdomo went the first 7 innings of tonight's game, and now Walker Lockett into the game, trying to get out of a first and third jam. With 2 outs here in the 8th. Ball 3, full count.
This kid's got so much movement on that 2-seam fastball. He can aim to the heart of the plate and let the ball do the work.
Justin Turner waiting on deck, taking a look here at Walker Lockett. Ball 4, and he loses him to load the bases. First walk allowed by Lockett, and they're loaded up with 2 down here in the 8th inning.
You got to be really cautious at first pitch here. Well located fastball has to be down and away. Justin Turner looks middle in a lot in these situations.
Lockett calling out A.J. Ellis.
The awareness of A.J. Ellis all night long tonight. He knows Justin Turner is hunting for that ball in.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Next pitch will be the 25th of the inning for Lockett. Bases filled with Dodgers. 2 down here in the 8th inning. Justin Turner. 2-hit night, 2 for 4, both singles. 1 to right, 1 to left. Lockett, 24 years old, signed as a 4th-round pick in 2012. Two and 0. Born and still resides in Jacksonville, Florida. 2-0 pitch. And it's lined to left, and that's in for a base hit. Tolles will score. Utley will score, and hung up and tagged out is Max Muncy to end the inning. But the Dodgers tack on 2 more runs and will take an 8-0 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Padres hit 2 home runs in a single game. Tweet at Fox Sports SD using the hashtag #HIT2GET2 for your chance to win 4 hand-cooked tires. Brought to you by Evans Tire and Service Center. Last of the 8th inning, and a new pitcher for LA, Caleb Ferguson, into the game.
Well, Dave Roberts hoping for a couple more innings from his bullpen to shut down the Padres. Caleb Ferguson, according to the save last night, the Dodgers, they won big, 17-1 victory. So he probably was a long outing for him to get that save. 22 strikeouts, more strikeouts than innings pitched, which is impressive, but having difficulty with lefties. 3.04 average. Spent some time in AA and AAA this year for the Dodgers.
Okay, some changes now as Kike Hernandez has taken over in right field. And moving from right field back to first base where he started is Cody Bellinger. Max Muncy goes from first base to third base. Muncy going from one corner to the other. So he's played 3 positions in this game. Second, first, and now third. As A.J. Ellis takes the strike and is down 0-2.
Now you think about the versatility that Max Muncy has. 9 starts at second, 24 at third, and 22 at first base. It's a luxury for Dave Roberts.
Caleb Ferguson taking over for Eric Godell, who went an inning striking out 2. After Kershaw through the first 6 shutout innings of this game. 89 pitches for Kershaw in his 6 innings. Opposite field, incoming Kike Hernandez for out number 1. A.J. Ellis 0 for 3 in the game tonight, 1 down. Carlos Suaje coming up, part of a double switch last inning. Padres are being out hit in this game 13-2. And Luis Perdomo has one of the Padres hits. It was in this spot before Suaje.
Well, listen, there's a couple factors here. Obviously, we've outlaid what Clayton Kershaw has done, but a 16-inning game yesterday, coming back home, you'd almost assume this would happen because there's challenges in a schedule. And for this team to go on the road that many times, 23 out of 28, that's not an easy task. But to finish it off with a 16-inning game yesterday, day game after a night game, this is a challenge right here.
Strike 3 call. Suaje heads to the dugout, 2 down. 8th strikeout for Dodgers pitching in the game. Top of the order, Manuel Margot coming up, 0 for 3 tonight. He struck out, flied out, grounded out. They move Andrew Tolles over towards right center field now on Margot to go the other way. Chop left side, the shortstop. Chris Taylor's throw in time, inning over. We head to the 9th, 8-0 LA. Company. Enjoy a Big Wave Golden Ale or Longboard Lager today. And Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. A big night for the Dodgers so far in this one. They have scored 8 runs on 13 hits and lead it 8-0. To the 9th inning we go. Walker Lockett back on the mound again, and we will first deal with Cody Bellinger here in the 9th inning. 2nd inning of relief for Lockett. Jim Harbaugh here tonight.
Still wearing the khakis. Where's the red Sharpie?
Got the glove in hand.
Yeah.
Shift on, and it's Villanueva, the third baseman on the right side of the infield, who throws out Bellinger to begin things here in the 9th inning. One out, and Kike Hernandez coming up.
Oh, what a coaching career he's had, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, both sides, right? On the gridiron and then on the sidelines, of course.
Former Torero, USD football coach, up to Stanford, and now in Michigan. Sir, I'm going to see if you're. Can I see your ticket, please?
Looking to improve his seats a little bit. Sharply hit, and I think I got some glove. Galvis on the way by slowed it down, and Kike Hernandez on with one out.
Well, we've seen Freddie Galvis make some spectacular plays this summer. And that one had to go to his right, trying to snag it on the backhand. Couldn't find the handle on that. Space knock.
One out, one on, and Yasmani Grandal. And shift on Grandal. Keep it close to the infield. The double play possibilities as Lockett picks up the outside corner. Oh, 2. 2-hit night tonight for Grandal. Single to center, double to right. Right back at Lockett, could turn it into 2. No. Wow. Threw it over to Hosmer after he made the catch, and Hosmer was not yet to the bag. It all happened too quick. 2 down.
Hockey suit. Glove save. I think that ball found his glove. What do you guys think?
I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
2 down. Hernandez at first, and it'll bring up Chris Taylor. What does hockey suit mean exactly? That he's.
It's.
I've done a lot of hockey in my time, but I've never heard the term hockey suit.
Well, you need luckily, you need a hockey suit to stop that one.
You mean
basically
like a goalie
gear? Yeah.
So like goalie stuff.
Hockey suit.
Hockey suit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've never heard that?
I have never heard that term. I've heard a lot of hockey terms before, but hockey suit is not one of them.
Old time hockey.
Old time hockey. Eddie Shore.
Yeah.
Putting on the foil,
coach.
Fouled off to the right out of play. I just never understood. I mean, I've heard you say it a lot of times. Hockey suit.
Glove saving a beauty.
Do you think back to your hockey days and say, why didn't I use hockey suit?
It's so good. I mean, you could use it all the time. Nice save in his hockey suit. No, I really don't, actually, now I think about it. Chop to third and picked by Villanueva. Throws off balance, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th, 8-0 LA. We take you back to the 4th inning where the Dodgers scored 5 times as Bellinger would score on that double by Grandal. Now Taylor with a base hit to right field would drive in another run. Matt Kemp comes in. Andrew Tolles driving this one to the base of the wall the other way in left field, and that would play 2 runs as part of the 5-run 4th inning for LA. They had a run in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, and enjoy an 8-0 advantage to the bottom of the 9th inning we go. And Caleb Ferguson, who pitched the 8th and had a 1-2-3 inning, is back out there for the 9th. Will Myers leads it off and will take ball 1. Myers with a single to left field his last time up, 1 of 2 Padres hits in the game tonight. Center fielder Andrew Tolles over towards left center. Big gap out in right center. And Myers chases strike 2. Fouled off to the right. Hangs it 1-2. Kershaw went 6 innings, allowing no runs on 2 hits. Eric Goodell went an inning, allowing no hits, no runs, and now Caleb Ferguson into his 2nd inning of relief. Kershaw in line for his 3rd win of the year, came in individually at 2 and 4. Myers gets a piece. Lockett going the last 2 innings of relief for the Padres. Now 2 runs. High drive to left field. Peterson going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run. Myers with his 5th home run in the last 3 games. And the Padres are on the board in the 9th inning.
Well, for Will Myers, it's consistency. He got some mistakes this at bat, capitalized on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Remember, his good home runs have been that right center variety. Now you're starting to see him pull the baseball correctly. That was in the 2nd row in left field.
Now Renfroe takes it the other way to right field down the line. Kike Hernandez over to make the catch for the 1st out of the 9th inning. It looked like Jock Peterson trying to time his leap down there might have a chance, but just over his outstretched glove and out of the yard. Seventh home run of the year for Myers, and again 5 of them have come in the last 3 games. 1 out for Eric Hosmer. Hosmer has grounded to short, lined to short, and last time up grounded out to second base. Line down the left field line, and that's going to get in. Peterson over to play in the corner. Hosmer thinking 2 and rattles around down there, and Hosmer will pull it up at second base with a 1-out double.
Well, I'll tell you why how important this double is, because of his early work. We touched on it earlier, but having the ability left on left to go the other way. He's trying to sync up that leg kick and also his hand movement to go together. Had a line drive against Kershaw, but this is important. Getting feedback.
Now tomorrow, game 2, Rich Hill. They match up against Eric Lauer. Hill 2-3 on the year, 4.56 earned run average, and Lauer 4-5, 4.84 ERA. Which started at 6:30 with Padres Live, the pregame show. One out, Hosmer at second base. Christian Villanueva 0 for 3 in the game, striking out 3 times.
Whoa. Glenn Hoffman nearly got clipped on that one.
Little fly ball down the right field line, landing fair. And Villanueva aboard at first base with a flare single as Hosmer takes third. Have a pinch hitter coming up here in Austin Hedges in the pitcher spot. First and third, one down. And Will Myers with now 5 home runs in the last 3 games, ties a team record. Third time it's happened. Nate Colbert in 1972. Brian Giles did it in 2007. Will Myers has done it. 5 homers in the last 3 games. Getting the Padres on the board here in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss for Hedges. Evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Fastball in on the hands. Foul back, we'll do it again.
Hey, Don, were you in a frat?
I was not.
At Northeastern?
No.
How about you at Maine?
No.
Really?
How about you?
No, I didn't go to college.
Sorry about it. First round pick.
Sorry about being 10th overall. One-two pitch. Inside, 2-2. Caleb Ferguson has given up a home run, a double, a single in this inning. He's gotten 1 out. Second inning of relief. And he strikes out Hedges for the second out of the 9th inning.
Just challenged with a fastball at 94. Wants it up and in. It's on the outer half and still beats Austin Hedges.
Two down in the 9th inning, and brings up Freddie Galvis. Galvis 0 for 3, has grounded out twice to third base and struck out swinging. On the ground down the third baseline, knocked down by Muncy. Won't have a play at first, and a run will score. In from third comes Hosmer, and it's 8-2 Dodgers.
ball wasn't hit that sharply. Off the webbing, can't find the handle.
They charge him with an error down there at third base. No RBI in the play for Freddie Galvis, and here comes Rick Honeycutt. Seventh member of the Padres to bat in the inning will be A.J. Ellis coming up here as they break up the meeting. Greg Gibson out there to break it up. And coming into tonight's action, the Dodgers a game back of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
This is interesting because the Dodgers #1 starting rotation in ERA, the Diamondbacks #1 bullpen. Rockies, I mean, this is as tight as it's going to get.
Yeah, and when it really comes down to this too, who is going to make that impact move at the trading deadline? So many needs for especially those top three. Wonder what San Francisco is going to do. They've already made some moves to pare some salary off their roster.
2 outs in the 9th inning. Runners at first and second, 2 runs in. 0 for 3 night tonight for the Padres catcher A.J. Ellis. One and one. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Ball and 2 strikes to A.J. Ellis. Villanueva at second, Galvis at first. Action in the pen. Dylan Floro. Swing and a miss, and Ellis strikes out to end the ball game. Well, the Padres get 2 runs back in the 9th inning, but the final 8-2 LA. It's time for Padres Live. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, it's Clayton Kershaw's night. That is absolutely for sure. You're going to hear from Brad Hand as well as Trevor Hoffman. We'll see you in moments on the postgame show.